Hello everyone, this is Moshe, the electric Israeli on FSD. If you're new, don't forget to subscribe and help me change the world one electric car at a time. Thank you to all my supporters. Please support me on Patreon. If you're in the market to buy a Tesla car, use my referral code, save a lot of money. And this video is sponsored by EV Base. I am coming to you from South Florida. Today is December 23rd. Couple days Christmas. Those who celebrate, happy Christmas. It's also Hanukkah, so happy Hanukkah. All the religions, we cover them all. I made almost a 30-minute video just the other day about our annual trip. And when I say our, my wife and I drive from northern New Jersey, starting at 25 degrees, all the way down to South Florida, Lauderdale, nice and comfortable 77 degrees. So I covered it all from a range of each segment. 7 supercharging stops, 7 different numbers in terms of watt hour per mile, and the most important one, efficiency. So as you know, one of the biggest challenges of electric car is winter range, and everybody talks about it. Let me give you, I am an extraordinarily experienced driver of electric cars since 2014, okay, until now. So we are on our 5th Tesla since 2018, and there is a stark difference between my 2018 Tesla Model 3 and my 2021, for example, Tesla Model 3 and Model Y that we have. So let me tell you why electric cars, and especially Tesla, are really awesome in the winter, but there is one big but, and I'm going to explain to you what that means. First of all, let me put it right up front, so this video will be relevant to you. If you don't have a home charging, garage, or in the parking lot in the apartment where you live, then this video will be tough for you, because here right now I'm in an Airbnb in Lauderdale. I don't have home charging. Tomorrow morning I'm waking up early. I'm going to the Lauderdale supercharger, which is only 10 minutes from me. It's no big deal. I'm going to charge, and then I'm going to have enough charge for a few days of traveling around town. There is a parking lot 1 minute drive from me with public charging, so I can put it there, but then I have to move it. So let's say right now it is 9:17 p.m. So I came home from walk or whatever with my wife. I can put it there, but in 4 hours I'll have to move it. So I'm going to go at 1 a.m. During the day I'm using it. You know, it's very challenging. But if you do have a home charger, which is, I always recommend to have a home charger, then this video is for you. You can still implement everything I say, I'm going to say right now, if you don't have a home charger, but it's just more challenging. So what's the beauty of a Tesla car in the winter? First of all, if you have a home charger, so you charge it in the winter, charge it all the time. You come home, charge it. Why? Because it needs to get the battery in good condition overnight, heated it, so you want the battery to stay in good level, so it doesn't drain the battery because it's not charged. So charge your battery. Number 2, if you do not have a scheduled time that you leave the house, meaning you work from home or whatever it is, before you leave, half hour before you leave, especially if you live in a cold state. Right now I'm in Florida, I don't have to do this, but I live in a very cold state. Right now in New Jersey, North New Jersey where I live, it's 11 degrees Fahrenheit. Holy moly. So precondition your car half hour. Now, why is it good that it's plugged in? You have full charge, or 80%, depends on the version that you have. Also, the car is nice and toasty for you. It's awesome. So that's that. Now, if you do know what time you live, I live every day at the same time in the morning. I set it up on my calendar. I have it ready to go. It is awesome. It's waiting for me. It's warm. It's toasty. I had a huge snowstorm right at the day, 3 days ago before we left. The car was full of snow. I set it up for defrost. The snow was melted and it was gone. It was great. I absolutely loved it. It was really, really great. So that is fantastic. It's really awesome, these features that of the Tesla. So A, you don't lose range on your battery because it's plugged in. B, you have it ready for you, whether it's a schedule or you do it manually. Now in the afternoon, I know what time I leave work, half hour before, I shoot it, and it's ready for me. So you get a great toasty car. Now, Teslas, especially the dual motor, but even the single motor, They're really, really great in the winter, really great in snow driving, really great, performing extraordinarily well in road conditions. Now, obviously, you have the one pedal driving, so the regeneration is great. So you have to time yourself well. You get used to it very quickly, but to drive on a snowy road with a dual motor Tesla is great. Now I use a great all season tires. I used to swap them between all winter tire and snow tire. I do recommend that you do that. I just got tired of this. Okay, so I do tire rotation. I keep it in good shape. It is great to have. Depends if you live like really north. It's really cold for months and months and months. Then snow tires are great. But I am telling you, the electric motor and the electric drive, it's so good, and the car will know when to put pressure on the wheels that grip. It's really, really, really great. So it's not only safe driving, it's great driving. Now, the elephant in the room, and I'm going to give you a number. The elephant in the room is, of course, the range. But before I do that, one word about my awesome sponsor, EV-Base. Great accessories for electric cars, Teslas, Rivians, and others. I use them all the time. It's awesome. Use my link, use my code TI, and you get great discounts. Now, range. First of all cars, gasoline or electric, lose range in the winter. So my first leg of my drive to Florida from northern New Jersey, and the first stop was in Maryland, okay, and efficiency was 64%. Okay, it's really, really cold. My winter driving last year, same time, we do the same time, there was like a cyclone bomb, okay, in the north, and it was so cold and windy. I got to a supercharger with 2%, and there was no supercharger available. I had to wait. I was meaning you're gonna lose a lot of range. So it could be, you could get efficiency of 70%. So as the trip progresses, I'll put you a link. Watch that video. As I put as the trip progressed and the temperature was higher, the efficiency got better. I got almost to 87%. And if I drove 5 miles slower, I would have gotten to 95%. So winter cold is a killer to all cars, but especially electric. But what's good about it? So what I recommend, if daily driving, like when I go to work, it's like 10 miles either way. I don't care how cold it is. It doesn't really matter. I know that my car is full, 80% or 100%, depending which version I use. I have LFP one and I have a regular one. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I don't really care. The range doesn't matter. It means nothing. But if you're like an Uber driver and if you're going on a long trip like I did, then that matters. Driving slower, preheating the car, warming up the battery before, because it's good for you. Just 5 miles slower on a highway can add you 10% of range. I am telling you. Now I'll tell you one thing. My 2018 Tesla Model 3 long range rear wheel drive, an awesome car. I used to lose 50%. Do you know why? They didn't have a heat pump. So it's all battery. It's called resistive heat. And it was a killer. Absolute killer. Okay, now with the heat pump, just came 2019 or 2020 with the heat pumps, it is much more efficient. Yet you are going to lose. So my best suggestion for you, again, if you are a Uber driver or if you're just going on a long trip like I did, charge it to 100%, even if it's a regular battery, not the LFP, and then go for it until you get out of the cold weather, depending which direction and then just slow down. 5 miles instead of 75, 70, instead of 70, 65. You will save so much energy. I am telling you, I know about this more than anything. So just doing that will help you a lot in range, especially if there's also windy. Okay, so when in the cyclone bomb last year, it was a wind also. It was very cold and windy. So just slow down. That will give you the best chances to maximize the range. Okay, to get to 70% efficiency or 75% efficiency. But when I said this last but not least, today with the Tesla supercharging network, it is just freaking awesome. There is for most part in the country, And even I also use Tesla in Canada. When I go to Israel, I use it. There are so many of them, and they all work all the time. They are really, really awesome. So all in all, even though if you take these tips and you do them, you will do great in the winter. I promise you. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.